So actually, I'll share that story after the intro. So let's actually recap. So what happened last time? You guys drove the ship in. You dealt with some lizard folk in a kind of interesting way. One kind of got left behind, or two actually got left behind in the water. You carried on. Peaches went ahead. You got Eliander up. She got Manistrat up, and one of the two seemed to have been a mistake because a little bit later, Eliander. What's that?
Both of them.
Because Eliander came on with his group of guards and did the whole Nazgul thing and stabbed a bunch of people while they were in their beds, trying to sleep in a drunken haze caused by Wyatt, dressed up as the captain.
It was a team effort, I would say. Okay, but fair enough. Yeah, it was just Wyatt.
Yeah. After that, we found out that Grix is in fact a grifter, and we'll choose whatever side makes, whatever in the moment makes him the happiest. You guys all had your little fun moments. Wyatt went for a swim, a gentle, nice, calming swim at the beach. And other than that, everybody else went home to their separate homes. The additional things that everybody has to know, because we have to recap where everybody is, and it was kind of a big mess. We have a couple of Elturellian women and a Dragonborn that have gone with Milo up to his place. Oceanus is in Grix's warehouse bedroom. Dorm, yeah. Wyatt is again at a beach doing his thing, and we're gonna send Grix home as well. Grix is sleeping at Gellin Primewater's house in the master guest bedroom, which is a ridiculous setup. And I think we've got Feyorn's back at the Grove, of course. So I think we've got pretty much everybody where they need to go.
You're not making any noise.
Yeah, I'm noticing that actually.
You were muffled for a moment there.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit closer to the mic today. So, that's where everybody is. Your sea ghost is being cleaned up currently. The corpses are being removed, or at least that's what you were told, and everybody else is doing their thing. So, I have an idea of where I want it to begin. Unless anybody would like to jump in first, which I'd be happy to oblige if there's anything you guys would like to be doing at this point. Otherwise, we're going to be, if there's nothing you want to do, you're basically going to be long resting at this point. But I know somebody told me they wanted to do something, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a couple people did.
Give me a second to think if anyone else wants to jump in.
Sure. Is anyone else? I'm going to ask Grix and Feyorn specifically right now. Anything special you guys want to do?
By this time, Gellin he's asleep.
Yeah, he basically brought you to your bedroom, dropped you off. That wine bottle that you guys crushed seems to be not really phasing him, but he is explaining to you that he's a bit tired. It's a late night, and he's going to go to bed.
Yeah, once he saunters off to bed, I'm guessing we were talking in his study. I'm assuming
in like the entry. It's like a living room area near the entryway.
Okay. Could I go into the room where he kept his birds, his pigeons?
Sure. So I guess I should clarify too. You're on like the second floor of this mansion.
Okay.
And that's where his room is as well. So you're going to go downstairs. It's basically across from the entryway. So where you were, it's in the front door, and to the left was the living room. In the front door, down the hall a little bit to the right is where you heard the birds.
Okay.
So you're gonna go down there?
Yeah, I'll go into that room.
Okay. So you had your way downstairs. Your footsteps, despite how quiet they are, seem to just kind of echo off the walls in this gigantic home. Walk down this lavish red carpet walkway, and you hear just the brief fluttering and movements of birds in a room at the end of the hallway.
And is there anything else in the room, like bookshelves or like a desk, maybe?
In the room itself?
Yep.
I will say that when you open the door, you can see that there is almost like a tiered system. There's cages on either side of the room, and there's a tiered system to the cages, and it is all just pigeons. Not a ton. There's maybe 12 in there, and they're separated into 6 different cages. So 2, 2, 2 on the left side, 2, 2, 2 on the right side, and there are windows that open up from a latch just outside the cage, so they basically can fly out and fly back in without him actually, touching them or anything like that if he doesn't want to.
Does the cage look like it's been tampered with at all, or like the cages seem fine?
You know what? Give me an investigation check.
Yep. Okay, I'll take an 11. Oh, it's a -1. No, so it's a 9. -1. I didn't even realize.
It doesn't look like any of them necessarily have been tampered with, but one of them on the left-hand side looks like it's still open a little bit. The rest of them are nice and tightly sealed shut. And in that cage itself, you can actually see one of the pigeons is it's actually the only one that's awake in the entire area.
Is there like a note attached to the leg of the pigeon? Would I be able to see that?
No, there's no note.
I'm guessing, does he use, would I know if he uses these pigeons for, like, are they courier pigeons?
I mean,
or are they more just...
You've seen them used that way before. Yep. And you sometimes see him just kind of like, he'll have one just like resting in his hand. Sometimes it'll sit on his shoulder.
So he's like the Mike Tyson of Saltmarsh.
You should see his tiger room.
I want to go to the tiger. No. Yeah, I don't.
Atlantis is like right down.
I don't think I got anything else then.
Okay.
I'll just head off to bed.
Okay. Feyorn, is there anything particular for you?
I guess Feyorn would be like sitting out in a place where he can kind of view the stars at night, and just kind of like cloud watching.
Okay.
He's just looking for, looking for a sign, praying, if you will, or just.
Okay. Like in the grove itself, you mean?
Yeah. Or just wherever he can have. Sorry?
I have your grove here too, so if you want to look at, so you can get a visual on it.
Sure, boy.
Actually, can everybody else see what's in there?
No.
Nope.
Blacked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a token in there for everybody.
Is that water in the center?
Whoa.
Oh, what the? Yeah, just somewhere
So
out in the
pretty.
open.
So your little hut down here, by the way, that one's yours.
Oh, damn! I got a hut.
This is all your kind of junk and stuff.
Jump.
Junk.
All right.
Oh. Is there a trunk? And is the junk in said trunk?
No, the junk's all out. It's spilled out.
Oh, come on, Lemon. Come on.
Oh well.
And
So,
the
yeah.
shrine's obviously at the top there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just be maybe just sitting right here.
Okay.
It's an issue when you stand here, but it's okay. And just looking for guidance.
Cloud watching, star watching.
Star watching.
Okay. Give me a religion check real quick.
So religious.
So religious.
So religious for delicious.
Oh, it didn't. Or did it roll?
Mhm.
Perfect.
Okay. So what kind of things are you contemplating right now? What kind of answers are you looking for?
I guess how he should react to what just happened. Like, if he should, what he should do about it. Yeah.
Okay. And
What's
just
the
remind
best
me again.
path?
Feyorn took the pin off of you, the guard.
And threw it on the ground. Yeah.
Threw it on the ground. Okay. Okay. So, as you're laying there, looking up at the stars, you know, the thing that kind of gives you calm and peace, and sometimes answers, sometimes direct, sometimes indirect. You kind of look up, watching the clouds go by. Several minutes pass, and as you're looking up, you see something dark seeming to come out of nowhere amidst this like bright sky. And as you lay there, you see that something dark kind of just starts like growing a little bit, as though it's something like coming closer to you. And then you realize after a little bit that it actually is something that seems to just be dropping out of the sky. And as it gets a little bit closer, it looks like it's like a plank of wood. So I'll let you react if you would like before it gets close to you, but there's basically a plank of wood coming out of the sky.
It's like dropping towards me, like fast?
Yes. Like about as fast as a plank of wood would.
Would fall.
Yes. How fast would a wood fall if a wood fall could fall on
Terminal
at you?
velocity. Is it right above me? Like, would I need to step out of the way?
Give me a perception check.
Oh no. We're trying to dodge this thing coming at me right now. Okay.
17. It's a little off course. It's not quite going to hit you.
I'll just keep watching it if it's not gonna hit me.
Okay. So it whoosh, comes flying down, and it smashes on the ground. Doesn't break apart. It just slams onto the ground, like almost directly straight up and down. It's like the sickest bottle flip from outer space. And it just kind of like bounces off the ground, plops down. And you realize it actually must have landed somewhere near where that pin landed that Feyorn threw on the ground.
Okay. I'll walk over to where I think the board is.
Okay.
And
Lands about here.
okay. And I'll just pick up the board and start looking it over. I'm kind of curious.
So, first of all, the first thing you notice about the board is that it is waterlogged. And there's like a few barnacles on it. Looks like it came somewhere from, like, been pulled out of the ocean, basically. There's a little bit of seaweed wrapped around a bit of it. And you can see that the pin is, like, now punched in to the end of the board. It's like it just landed perfectly on to the pin, and it's punched into the board.
And after noticing the pin, I'll just try and get it out of it.
Okay.
And if I do, I will I'll just kind of look back up to the sky and then I guess put the pin back on.
Okay.
And I'll bring the board into my house.
Okay.
Just put it up against the wall.
Okay.
And lay down for the night.
Before you do that, I just need you to make a perception check real quick as you're placing your board down.
Oh.
Wow.
So perceptive.
Wow.
Well,
Jeez.
I was going to be a little vague. Oh, that's a nat 20 right away.
Yeah.
So you're placing it down, and you like you're like, okay, you know, whatever, I'll just go to bed. And you like turn your head, and then for just like as you're turning your head, you know that moment where you just like, you're like, wait a second, and you look back at the board, and you know this board very well.
Oh, no.
This board is a piece of something you lost a little while ago.
Oh. Okay.
And it clearly looks like it has been underwater where you thought you had left it.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. I don't know. I'll think about that.
Okay.
I'll think on that.
Okay. So you're heading to bed?
Yeah.
All right. Milo, let's go to you. Or Wyatt, do you know?
Yeah, I'm good. But
You're just
it's
going.
not- mine's not gonna be long.
Okay. So go ahead.
Is there a spot on the beach, where there's like some cover, like a little
the
cove?
the beach is mostly covered in like bramble and tree cover and things like that.
Like, I'm looking for a place to sleep.
Oh, you want to sleep at the beach? Yeah, I'll say you can definitely figure that out. I mean, it's not going to be great because a beach is, you know, has all those sand bugs and what have you, but you can certainly find a decent spot tucked up a little bit away from the water, underneath one of the trees.
Okay. I'll do my best to, like, I don't have a bedroll, so I'm gonna do my best to like make a makeshift, like whatever I can, you know. Like I have like extra clothes and things like that that I'll try to like makeshift into something.
Yeah.
And I'll just put down conch, and as I like rest my head before I fall asleep, or like before I like close my eyes to try to sleep, I'll just say like, well, I got you one. Hopefully you got me while I take a rest. And I'll just close my eyes.
Okay, give me a survival check.
11.
11. Okay. Okay, I'll say you like you get like a decent bit of cover, but it's not amazing. It's not so bad, like a 9 or less that would have given you a point of exhaustion, but
Nice.
Yeah, you know, it's still terrible though. Like you wait, like if you sleep the whole night, you're gonna wake up with a sore back and like a little bit damp on the face.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take watch. I can't take watch. Like, it's just me, so I'm just gonna sleep.
Okay, so I'll get a round of surprise round on you then in a minute. Okay, Milo, you're. I mean, I know Peaches is next, but she was supposed to go first, so you're technically last on my list.
You're asking me what I'm doing?
Yes, so you've got your 3 compatriots, of course, with you.
Yeah, I'm just out. I'm just sleeping.
You're just going. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting them up, making sure they're good, and then I'm going to bed.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So off we go. Peaches. I know something that you did, but other than that, are you just going to sleep for the night?
So I don't know how long that would have taken to do.
Well, sleep
like
or to
from
do your thing?
start to end.
Sure.
So if it means that I don't get a full long rest, I'm okay with that.
No,
She probably wouldn't have slept super well anyways.
I don't think it would be terribly long. You sent them to me, right?
I did.
Okay. Was it on Facebook that you sent it?
Yeah, Messenger.
Go grab those. Because I don't think they're like incredibly long. Am I right?
The one is a bit.
4 gigs. Just kidding. Oh my god, it's opening in LibreOffice.
It's a full vlog.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wait, did you not?
I only
Son of a bitch, you just opened.
No. I opened one, but I actually only read the first, like, basically what fit in the first screen. And I just assumed it was done because there was an end of a paragraph, so that's my fault. That's my fault.
No.
Okay.
So, depending on that.
Well, there's not much
I don't know
more
how long
story.
it would take. Okay. Yeah, other than that, she's just gonna kind of pack up most of her stuff. That made the house like more than just the basic model of what she received that day when she moved in. So like all her little knickknacks and stuff, and just kind of make it look like it's back to what it was when Bildred lived there.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna go to sleep.
Okay. So if everybody's going to sleep, make sure to get your long rests. Everybody should be level 3 now as well. So get your long rests in. And Peaches, we're actually going to start with you. Okay. I'll say your sleep was a little bit rough, but mostly it was just the stress. You know, maybe you woke up a couple times. But so you don't feel amazing. You don't have a point of exhaustion, I'll say, but you just, it was a rough sleep. It's a rough sleep.
Okay.
We're going to start with you.
Whatever time she wakes up, she is gonna head towards the grove to look for Feyorn, but she's gonna take like the back road kind of way to avoid the townspeople and like being seen. If you know, probably just kind of fly on the outskirts of it and just go straight for the grove.
Okay. I'll say that you get up pretty early. Maybe we'll say the kind of like adrenaline of the night and the tossing and turning. We'll say you get up pretty early. We'll call it like 5 in the morning.
Didn't this all happen at 3 a.m.?
Hold on. Yes,
So
it
I
did.
wasn't sure how much sleep she actually got.
Yeah, no, you're right. So you're right. So this is actually gonna be a little bit later on. You're gonna get up. Yeah, I guess everybody's getting up at like 10 or 11. So we'll call you getting up at like 9:30. So you're up about 9:30. So not terribly early. And you make your way out. You're heading down the road. Now you do pass by Eliander's place and Manistrad's place. You pass by the mining headquarters, of course, on your walk. And the back way would basically be for you to take. You would still take your main road, so you're not having to worry about this like cliff. Unless you're flying, you can just fly a direct path. But if you just walk, you'd be up the cliff, and then instead of walking through the city, you would basically walk through the field that's up here straight, and then you'd have to get across that river.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
You know, just cloak up, inconspicuous. Not that I'm sneaking, just kind of don't want to talk to anyone.
Okay. As you go, I will say when you pass Eliander's house, just a quick glimpse, you would see that he is seemingly in his house. You can see through a window. He's in his house, and you can see him getting ready just like seemingly for the day, like he's putting on clothes, but he's very clearly not putting on his like guard gear, like his captain guard gear. He just seems to be putting on like this really drab, dark clothing.
When I've seen him around the town, has he usually been in his guard uniform?
Pretty much always.
So it's odd to see him like this?
It's a little odd. I mean, he is obviously in his own home, but you've never really seen him like that. Yeah, you've never seen him in those clothes.
I think she's gonna spy on him a little bit.
Okay.
Just try and see if he like leaves the house to go anywhere.
Okay, so where are you going to position yourself?
Above the house.
You're going to go on the house?
Like, kind of float above the roof if I can.
Sure. Okay.
Or like if there's like a tree nearby, kind of land in the tree.
Okay. I'll say it takes a little bit, maybe 15 minutes or so. But you do end up seeing him leave the house, and he actually comes out with like a cloaked but fairly basic looking set of clothes. He doesn't look like a suspicious thief or anything like that. He just looks like a regular civilian, maybe a fisherman ready to like go out and work in the rain or something. But he's just got dark clothes with a hood.
Okay, she's gonna let him get a bit away, and then she's gonna tail him a bit just to try and see if she can figure out where he's going.
Okay.
But she doesn't want to be conspicuous, so she will wait until he's far enough ahead and then walk behind him.
Sure. So I'll say... Oh my god, it keeps double clicking. So I'll say you're keeping about this distance here.
Sure.
So he is going to walk his way up. Gets up here. You can keep tailing if you'd like. Gonna walk his way up this. And instead of turning into kind of like the heart of the city, he just goes up north by this farm area. And then actually, I have to pause for just 1 second. I apologize. Okay. And he keeps heading north. Keeps going. And he pauses here. And you would all know that he is well, in Peaches you particularly, as you're watching, this specific spot is an outcropping of this cliffside that just hangs over the like an abnormally deep part of the ocean, but as it's close to land, there's this strange depth underneath, and this place is called the Leap. It's where people go to if they're like grieving loss, or if they're trying to like, if there's like a change in their life, and they're like, it's almost like this tradition to go off of the Leap. And he just kind of like walks up to the edge of this thing. And then instead of looking straight off, so he's looking straight off, which is where people jump. And it's a dangerous spot to jump from, despite it being like this common ritual. He instead takes a couple steps back and starts looking off the side. of the leap. And then you see him
Like,
start to
Down
take
into
his...
the water?
So off the front would be down into the water, and it's like a very small landing zone for this like weirdly deep part of water that's close to shore. He instead has taken a couple steps back, and he's looking off the side, which is where basically there's like a rocky outcropping of beach. And he starts taking off his cloak. He takes his hood off, and he starts untying the cloak, and he like folds it up, puts it on the ground. And you see him just kind of like take a deep breath, and he just kind of like pauses, staring down off the side of this cliff for a minute.
Peaches is okay. As quietly and swiftly as she can she like go down this cliff edge and kind of like hug the wall as she flies closer to him, but without being seen?
Yeah, you can do that. He's not looking in your direction, so...
She's gonna be there to try and catch him if he tries to jump off the edge of the cliff for land. Like if he's gonna try and kill himself.
Okay.
So she'll get as close as she can safely, or like that she feels safe enough to not be fully seen, but still be able to get to him, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to...
Yeah. Well, there's an overcropping kind of, so you can kind of get underneath it. You can tuck yourself in there if you want.
Perfect.
Okay. So like a minute passes. Another minute. And then he jumps.
Towards the water?
No.
Flying in to scoop him up
Okay.
before he hits the ground.
So you are going to have to make a dex check. You catch this guy.
Whoa.
Suck it, Frank.
That's 2 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah, roll your eyes, bitch.
Whoa.
So even if, just so you know, even if you caught him, there was going to be a follow-up roll to see how beat up you get, because he outweighs you, right? So on a nat 20, well, what I'll say is he kind of jumps off, and your instincts are just bang on. You swoop in, and even though he outweighs you, you find this like kind of awkward way to like cling onto the wall with part of your foot and just kind of slow that momentum, and you kind of drag him down the wall, and you guys just slide together, and you're able to catch some, drift and just slide your way down to the beach. So you go down there with him, and it is a bit of a fall, but given your nat 20, I'll say that you avoid all damage as well.
And use my wings to break.
Okay. So you kind of catch him, and as you're sliding down, he like fights you a little bit, and then once he realizes like the descent on the slide of the wall, it's not going to hurt him anyways, he just kind of like resigns himself. What are you doing? What
I should
the
be
fuck are
asking
you doing?
that. Why are you trying to kill yourself? Was this about last night? Peaches isn't smiling, I just can't control my face right now.
Yeah.
What's actually going on here?
I must have had a lapse of some sort. You can see he's like shaking a little bit. He's like pale, sweating. I don't know what happened.
Last night? Or just now?
Last night. I just... had this headache. And... I guess I thought... Some part of me thought that it would help to take justice into my own hands. And then
Why-
I realized what I had done.
Why would you deviate from what you're used to when generally don't you arrest people rather than kill them?
By the book. Every time.
So what made you think in that moment you needed to kill them?
I don't know. But it's done now. So... there's only one way that this kingdom moves forward in the best direction for its people. And that is an eye for an eye.
No. Absolutely not. The truth dies with you then.
The truth of...
You're the only one who can set things right now because you've put the entirety of the king's what is it? The loyalists at risk because of this.
And they'll be better served without me stinking up the place.
Or you could take responsibility for your actions and save the rest of the town from losing the loyalists, from letting the loyalists be kicked out.
I think that is already set in stone. I am one of the few leaders of that movement, and so they'll see the derangement of what we clearly bring, unless I can wipe my face from the party. Let me do what I need to do. And he starts kind of like pushing past you to try to make his
How
way
would
back
that
up.
help? How? It was a mistake last night that of a decision you made. I wouldn't really trust your judgment right now in thinking that this is the right move to make as well.
And he just kind of like rubs his head.
And I'm not going to stand by and let you throw yourself off a cliff. I hardly wanted to stand by and let you stab them all last night. They were fucking smugglers. You really think I'm not going to try and stop you again?
They were smugglers. And I do think that they deserved to be hanged. And they
Aye.
maybe would have.
Aye.
So... well, I am a mass murderer now, who took the law into his own hands. And so why shouldn't I just do it one more time?
No, because we've already established that was a mistake. Come with me. We'll try and get this sorted out. don't throw everything you've worked for away. Even if last night was a mistake, something might be fixable with it. At the very least, some small good might come of it.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check real quick. Swear to God, if it's another nat 20.
Pretty fucking close.
Frank wants this guy dead.
Oh my god.
He's trying.
Fine, but I'm not ready to go back to the town yet.
I was actually going to suggest you come with me to the Grove.
Fine. But if by the end of the day, nothing has changed, I need you to look the other way. Go home. Spend some time with your group.
I have no home anymore. I'm not gonna let that happen. I know that's what you wish, but that's not who I am. Now, come on.
Fine. And he tries to, as silently as possible, walk with you, but he puts his cloak back on, and he kind of pushes you to, like, walk back up the hill on one of the less steep angles, and carries on up this northern path.
I'm keeping a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't keep, like, turn around back.
Yeet! Oh. So, you guys can make your way down the grove here. I'll say that, given your kind of doo-doo sleep pattern there, you would roll up on the grove before Feyorn gets up.
Thank God I didn't have exhaustion. Because that would have all been a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you would have got wrecked. Okay, so you roll up. I guess it's daytime. I can switch the lighting here. Oops.
Is Feyorn up?
Theron may be up, but he's not here.
Okay. Peaches is gonna just kind of, wherever Eliander goes, she's gonna just offer him some rations or whatever she has on her, some of
And
the
he
baked
just-
goods from whatever, and then just some water.
He
And
shoos
say,
it away.
Sit there,
Because he doesn't accept anything.
keep your head clear, and don't move.
He just sits on the steps of this little platform. And you hear the grumbling, the bellowing snores of Feyorn from inside.
Can I sneak into his little hut there?
Sure, give me a stealth check. A 4? So you try to like time with the
Legs break.
snores, you push the door open, and you just like trip and fall and like smack your head on the ground, and Feyorn just instantly like wakes up.
Good morning.
Oh, I didn't hear you knock.
I might have knocked a bit too hard.
Did I sleep in too late? What time is it?
Oh, it's about 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Because watchers exist here. I've got a situation out here. Can you join me?
Sure. I'll
I
Get
didn't
out
know
of-
where else to bring him.
What's the situation?
You see Eliander sitting on this like central platform in the grove.
Okay.
And just by chance, he's sitting right where that board would have landed.
What's he doing here?
I kind of caught him. Literally caught him throwing himself off a cliff. He says that he had a lapse. I don't know if he means in judgment or memory, and that last night was a mistake. And he's trying to kill himself to right it, but I feel like he's not in the best situation to be making decisions, so I kind of interfered.
What? Why is he all of a sudden having... He was pretty adamant last night.
Yes, I know. He said he had a headache. I'm honestly, at this point, he's the last person I wanted to see, but he was acting suspicious, so I followed him. I'm glad I did. But I don't know what to do now. He doesn't want to go back to the city. The events last night have pretty much cemented the loyalists are fucked and probably going to be driven out, if I'm understanding correctly, by the traditionalists. So I wanted him to be alive, at least to maybe try and help fix the situation. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
I didn't want to go back to the town, so I just thought this was out of the way. I was already on my way here. I figured just bring him here. I don't know, maybe we could check him over, see what that headache was, if it messed with his judgment or something.
We could ask Feyorn. He might know.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some just what I would call Feyorn with. I might just make like some owl noises or something, or however I would call him, or whistle or something.
Okay. So, I mean, that's up to you. Whatever you want that call to be.
You want me to do it?
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
I would love for you to do it.
No, shut up, bro.
Woo.
Yeah, I'll make some owl noises.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start. It's pretty convincing, actually. It sounds like an owl. Thudding down within like a couple of hoots is not Feyorn, but it is his pet frog, his giant pet frog, Loris, who just hangs out here.
I love Loris.
Just kind of like hobbles up to you. And then
I reach out and pet Loris.
Yep, and she just kind of like, it's not like a cat, like doesn't rub into it, just kind of like the eyes just blank, like no real reaction.
I'll use my speech
beef.
Speech, beef, and leave.
Uh-huh.
And but like, oh, is Feyorn not here? I can't hear what they say. They just hear me. Yeah.
And she pretty definitively just like lets out one more croak and then just like shakes her head.
Oh, will he be back soon?
And then just a croak. You have no fucking idea.
Should we get Milo and Grix and Wyatt?
And bring them here?
Yeah.
they just show up in a group.
Hey, we're here, guys.
Well, yeah. I mean, he can stay here. I can watch him if you want to round them up. He might be faster at that. I can I can maybe talk more to Loris and see if when Farron's getting back.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I'll go fly and grab them, and I'll come back, hopefully with them.
All right,
I'll keep an eye out for Feyorn as well.
He's kind of hard to miss. He stands out.
Okay. Good luck. Try to keep him here.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem.
Asshole
Right,
person. Wait, you ain't going nowhere, bro.
You ain't going nowhere.
For 60 seconds.
Also drink.
Okay, that's not the
this
line, but
poison.
Well, that's the spell though.
Yeah, it's up to a minute.
So Peaches takes off flying to. She doesn't know where Wyatt would be.
Okay.
Does she know where Grix's place is?
She does know where Grix's place is. It's
Okay.
a room in a warehouse. You would know where Milo's place is too. Not that you've necessarily been there, but you'd know where it is.
So she's gonna go to whichever one is closer first, and then to the next one.
Sure.
Just expecting to find both of them at their houses.
Sure. I think before we do that, I just want to check in with actually Wyatt here. So Wyatt, what are you doing, buddy? You wake up on the beach. You're a little bit sore, a little bit achy, a little bit damp. What are you doing?
Everything's good.
Everything's good.
So I am, just so that for you to know, I'm Wyatt. I'm not dwarf anymore.
Yeah.
I'll put on my clothing and just tuck like into my backpack the dwarf's clothing.
Okay.
And my intention is to. How long would the walk be back to Saltmarsh?
Probably not very long. Like I'll say about 20 minutes to get to the outskirts there.
Okay. The timing wouldn't line up with this Eliander business.
I would say it's probably gonna line up pretty well with Peaches getting into town.
No. Like I would have already.
with him jumping.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna like just because Peaches probably got up, even though it was late in the morning, she probably got up before you guys.
Okay.
So you're just a little bit behind, but not much.
My intention is to keep a low profile and go to Anders' house.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Okay. Well, I
have a quick question.
I'm gonna let you go there, but I'm gonna jump back to get these other guys in here too. Yep.
How does a frog shake its head when it has no neck?
It still can move.
Does it wiggle? Does it like shake its whole body?
No, it just kind of.
It doesn't have that though.
It's fine. It can.
Yeah, but it can rotate the whole spine.
You grew 8 inches.
That is true.
You're questioning my frogs being able to shake their head?
Yeah.
You sneezed and grew 8 inches. Permanently. So I think we're okay. You're also a goblin. I think we're all right. I think we're doing just fine. The frogs in my world can shake their fucking heads.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
Okay.
Good to know for future reference.
All right. Wyatt, I will say you will be able to make it there. I just want to, I'm going to bounce around here a little bit with these other guys.
Yeah, take your time.
Just for a second. Okay. Okay, Peaches, so you're kind of in the middle here. To the north, you can see where they're located. So you're literally like dead center. So you can go whichever way you want to go.
Milo first.
Milo? Okay. So you head up towards Milo, or are you flying there, or are you walking?
Probably fly up, around this area here.
Sure. Okay. So you make kind of a wide berth, make your way down to his place. It's it's a pretty nice little dorm setup that he's got. And you know where he is. So you make his way to his door.
All right. I'm gonna get to his place and kind of knock, I guess.
Sure. Which I'm sure would wake you up, Milo. As well as everybody else that's in there with you.
Okay, so I'll sit up and just survey the area, make sure my folk are okay, and then go answer the door. To
Okay.
see Peaches.
Okay. So Peaches, he's
Sorry
there. The
to
rest of the
wake
crew's
you.
getting up.
No,
I
you're
know
good.
that it was a late night. I just ran into Eliander trying to throw himself off a cliff, and now he's at the Grove, and we don't know what to do. And he was at the leap, but like not going into the water. He was trying to jump off the side, and I literally caught him.
Did he by chance say why?
He says that last night was a lapse in judgment, I guess, and it was a mistake, and that the city would be better without him. I guess that's his way of trying to atone for what happened, but he now believes that last night was entirely a mistake. And it's something that he would have never done because he usually just goes straight for the arrest. So something fishy is going on, I think.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
he's
yeah,
just a
that's
complete dumbass.
one hell of a lapse to okay. So he's at the Grove. He hasn't been hostile to anybody.
He followed me there. He said if by the time the day ends... Oh, I should have told Feyorn this too. By the time the day ends, if nothing is fixed, then he wants me to look the other way while he goes diving back off the cliff. Or whatever other way he might try.
Yeah, oh yeah. Surely we can't do that. Surely, I mean, then we have...
I told him as much.
Yeah, what do we have, about 16-ish hours to figure out what the hell is going on?
Just about.
I had expected to probably meet everybody at the Sea Ghost. Are we everybody linking up at the Grove now? I mean, what do we even do?
I think so. He doesn't want to come back into town just yet, so I was already headed to the Grove. I just kind of convinced him to go there since it's out of the way, but still close enough for all of us, I guess, and pretty private.
Okay. Okay. I'll grab my things and I'm gonna see to these three. I want to run by Ida's place. I mean, fuck. Can we even trust
Can we even trust them? Yeah.
the fucking council?
I don't even know if I can trust Manistrad at this moment. I am truly heartbroken by that thought.
God damn it. What the fuck is going on? Okay.
I think
Go ahead.
I think maybe just let them go their own way, or maybe get them to the Sea Ghost if it's available.
Yeah, fortunately, the two women, they're local. Relatively local. More local than Akis will be. I'm gonna see if Akis will maybe stick around and work with us. Because on top of all of this, we still have the lizard folk that are going to war. And I think Akis can be an asset for that. So yeah, let me take care of these folks that I have with me here, and I will meet you and the rest of the gang up at the Grove.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna go try and find Grix and Wyatt if I can. I don't know where Wyatt would have gone last night, but I know roughly where Grix lives, so I can go try and find him.
Okay. And Grix might know. They've got history.
Perfect. All right. Break.
Right. I'll go back inside to my folk.
Okay. And sorry, just so I know, Milo, what is exactly the plan for you?
I want to get the two ladies, they're Elturellians, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I would like to get the two Elturellians, whatever it is they need, whether it be through my own provisions or something else, to be able to send them on their way if they're comfortable making their way back to Elturel from here. And I would ask Aukis to remain with me because I think he obviously lives a whole lot further, and I would like to hopefully get his help and maybe eventually dealing with the lizard folk.
Okay. So I'll say that you kind of present that to them. And Renault, so the bottom of the two there.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not too much of a bother, I wouldn't mind. I mean, we wouldn't mind just maybe sticking around for a little bit before setting off on something like that. We're not exactly within a day's journey here, so if we could just kind of get our feet under ourselves, if it's not too much of a bother. We did just come off of a slave ship, and we thought we were going to be basically prisoners for the rest of our lives, so if we could maybe take another night here or anywhere else we couldn't stay.
Yeah, that's not an issue. No rush. I just want to make sure that, I mean, you guys may have overheard the conversation, but the person I would normally get you to might not be the person to get you to any longer. So I will do everything in my power to make sure you guys are set. And what I can do, and I will pull out 2 stacks of 5 gold for each of them, and I will hand them, presuming you don't have any currency on you. This should be enough to, at the very least, help you through the day, get some food, maybe some provisions, some supplies, whatever it is you need. You're welcome to stay here. You don't have to lock up on the way out. I won't be missing much should anything turn up missing. But yes, absolutely more than welcome. Take all the time you need. Unfortunately, I can't be more direct help as we're dealing with some other stuff. Yeah, hopefully this is enough.
This is more than enough. We'll get ourselves fed and cleaned up, and we'll get ready to take off tomorrow if that's what the plan will be.
Perfect.
Now, as for me, I suppose I owe you quite a bit. So whatever it is that you need, translation or a helping hand in combat, I will be there. You just tell me what to do and where to go.
Very cool. Aukis, I will say, before we go down whatever path we're going down, you don't owe us anything. This is just the right thing to do. It's fortunate that we crossed paths and things are looking to head this way. So whatever you choose to do, just know that you can leave at any time. You do not have to put yourself in danger for us, but we would be greatly appreciative of your services, as you said, whether that be translation or a helping hand in combat. And hopefully at the end of all of this, you'll be well suited and on your way back home safely. But as I said, you're not doing this as paying us back, right? There's no IOU. There's no a favor. Let's call it that. I'm asking for a favor. That's all it'll be.
Would you put yourself in face of danger for somebody who gave you their freedom? Or gave you your freedom, I should say.
I would, yes, but I don't expect everybody to do the same. So if that's what you're willing to do, then I'll put my hand out to shake his.
And he does.
Cool. So you and I will head to the Grove. Renault, again, whatever you need, take all the time you need. I wish I could be more help, but Akas and I here will be leaving here shortly.
And they accept that, and Akas just gets himself put together and ready to go.
And don't mind the little round cardboard roll with the plastic bag over it and rubber bands around it underneath the bed. Don't mind that. That's nothing.
We noticed it last night. It's
well,
disgusting.
yeah. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. People like you exist. It is what it is.
All right, I'll leave with Akas to the Grove.
Okay, so off you go. Grixie Poo. So you wake up and you slept like a brick last night. You wake up, your back feels good, nice and adjusted with your new extra vertebrae or two that you got. And you roll onto your side in that bed, and it just accepts you. And you do that you wake up with one of those, like, you wake up and then you like close your eyes and you sleep for an extra like 5 minutes, and it's just so good. The air smells sweet. You kind of look out the window, you see the whole, ocean in front of you. You see the dock workers sprawled out before you, and you kind of have a moment of this like hoity thought of like, I kind of like this, it looks nice from up here. And then you snap back to reality, knowing that those people are actually doing the job that you do.
Oh shit, there goes the gravity too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Whoop. What are you doing?
I'll just get up, leave the room, and I guess start looking for oh my god, how am I? Galen. Sorry, Galen.
Okay. So you roam around a little bit, and you find him downstairs, put together, dressed and everything. And you see him basically, he's off. There's tons and tons of rooms in this place. You see him just kind of closing a door down a hallway. He locks the door, and then he just turns to you. Oh, Grix. I thought you were going to sleep forever.
Sure felt like it. That's for sure. Slept. That was the best sleep I've had in years. So thank you once again.
It's my pleasure. Anytime. In fact, I truly mean that. Anytime at all. If you want to sleep here, be my guest. Literally.
Take his house.
Definitely will have to, I'll definitely be taking you up on that offer. Now on to business. I don't want to just rush us, but there are some matters to be discussed and things that need to be taken care of. But before we get into that, I was hoping to speak to you about something. Possibly, maybe a junior counsel position.
Well, those don't exist currently.
Yes, but wouldn't you have the power to make that happen?
Well,
After all, I am loyal to this town and, of course, loyal to you. Doesn't help to have a goblin in your back pocket.
but not a loyalist, I would hope.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. No. No. Not those treacherous bastards.
Treasures.
No, I could never be one of those.
Very good. Well, I suppose I could at least figure out a position on my own staff. I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
I'll cook something up and get you maybe a little out of the way of danger. It seems like you've been getting a little bit wily lately, putting yourself at risk. We can't have that.
Oh. I scoff at the face of danger.
Well, if you're working for me, I want to see you well taken care of and safe, of course. So, let me put something together. I'll draft up an offer for you, and we'll get you off of those docks. I think you've earned it.
Yeah. I think so.
Very good.
And you know I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty in case you need something done off the books. I'll give him a little wink.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, yes, of course, sir, yes.
Now, I do have to ask you a question, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
It's very simple. And he kind of like drops this like jolly, like not act, but like persona. And he kind of stares at you in your eyes. Is there anything that you've left out or forgotten to tell me? Maybe something you forgot?
About last night and with the ship and everything?
Or the past several days?
Well, there were weapons on board. I'm sure you remember me mentioning the lizard folk and an upcoming war. Other than that, I don't think I'm forgetting much. There was a small band of ne'er-do-wells, so to speak, in the mansion. They've been since taken care of.
All of them?
Well, we left one alive, the leader of that little band. I'm not too sure what became of him. He didn't join us on the ship.
What was his name?
Sanballat.
Sanballat.
Yes.
What did
He was their de facto leader, at least at the mansion. He was kind of working for the captain of the Sea Ghost. He would make deals with them.
And what did he look like?
I'll describe his appearance as best I can from memory. I don't.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll mention the earring as well.
Okay.
That was a magic earring that he used to conjure his powers from.
Interesting. Sounds like an interesting fellow. I hope he has a great life ahead of him and chooses a new path.
Oh, and we might have found something in that mansion. I believe someone mentioned that it was an old alchemist's mansion. He was trying to discover or find the philosopher's stone. The stone that turns things into gold. And I will present now. I'll grab my backpack, open it up, and present him the items that I found. That would help coat items into gold coins.
And he kind of like flippantly examines them and just like puts them back in your bag. Well, that's a bit of a score for you. Excellently done. Well, if there's nothing else, and that must have just slipped your mind about the weapons, of course.
Yes, sorry. I believe Eliander, him and the guards will be taking care of that. I don't know what they're going to be doing with them, but I believe Saltmarsh just became, they just got their hands on, well, quite literally a boatload of weapons.
Well, I suppose that will get dealt with. In fact,
I know how. I could find a use case for them if you guys have trouble.
No, they'll be confiscated, I'm sure. Well, quite an interesting last several days for you. Again, I will come up with something for you. Get you off of those streets and into an office. Well, I suppose I have more business to attend to, though I would like to be a more graceful host. I unfortunately can't have you here without myself at the moment. Normally I would, but as you know, today will be a busy day, and so I would like my house to be cleaned and cleared for the day.
Of course. Now, should we plan to meet up sometime, or you'll find me when the time's right?
I will find you.
Okay. Do you know if Anders? Do you believe he's home right now?
I don't see why you wouldn't be.
Perfect. Yeah, I need to see him about, my payment, so to speak, or lack thereof. You know what I mean.
Of course. He probably has it ready and waiting. Now, I must be going.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head towards the door, with all my equipment and such.
Okay. He heads out with you, and he turns around, locks the door on his way out, and he just kind of like, without a word, just scurries along down towards the council hall. Whoop.
And I'll make my way to Anders' house.
Okay. Before that, go to Milo, to Wyatt. So Wyatt, you roll up to...
Couple of white dudes.
I know, it's impossible. By the way, Milo, did you go to the Grove with...
Yes, with Arcus, I would have gone to the Grove.
Perfect. Okay.
I have to unplug my camera really quick. Sorry.
There's all kinds of weird timings happening here, so I'm trying to get everybody together. Wyatt, you get there first. You get to Anders' place first, and the door actually is open, and you can hear like hurried talking, this like energetic conversation happening inside, and you hear a voice that you haven't really heard before, and you hear it just say, things are not looking good for you. What are we going to do about this? The Kraken is going to have its way with you. And that's what you hear as you walk up to the door.
1 sec.
Good, that's
Sorry,
good.
Simo. I'm sorry.
And I might duck off to the door and just like listen a little bit more.
Okay.
Am I familiar with what the Kraken is?
That is like it's like the short form of what the newspaper of the town is.
The Kraken's ink. Okay.
So you kind of get up closer to the door and you hear Anders respond, "No, I don't think it's going to be that bad at all. I think it's going to be good, actually. You got to hear their side of the story anyways. I don't think that a boatload of dead people is going to land too well for you. You sent them out there. This is on you. I don't care who swung the sword. I will swing the quill. And the people will believe the truth."
And I want to walk and interrupt this guy and just walk in.
Okay, so you walk in and you see...
Excuse me? Anybody home?
You see an extremely well-dressed gentleman with a tied back ponytail. And he's kind of sitting there like tapping a quill on a paper, on like a parchment that he has. And Anders just kind of pacing around his living room. Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, hey. I don't like to be called that.
Well, no. Angel. I meant Angel. And your band of merry angels, wherever they are, thank you for coming here. Is it just you?
At the moment.
Well, that's going to have to do. Mr. Chisel here is...
How do you spell that?
Like chisel.
Okay. Cheese. Okay.
he is preparing the story about your adventure, and he seems to only be focusing on what's happened in the last 12 hours. But I mean, a heroic adventure for sure for all of you.
Oh, no doubt. You'd be a fool not to run with that side of the story.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, you mean stopping a smuggling ring of taking human bodies across the ocean to, oh, I don't know, be smuggled to some dark, deep part of this country? I think we did a great justice taking out a smuggling ring.
Oh, and you have evidence of this?
We saved.
Where are these people?
They're in town.
Oh, they're in town, just conveniently walking amongst us now.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want to take a nap after a great deal of a heavy night? Being bounded and gagged, and then now being liberated. I think I would like a quick little nap after that dark terror of a night.
So you see him writing down bounded and gagged on his noteboard. Interesting. And you wouldn't happen to have been the one to have done that to them, would you? What was the name again?
At the moment, that's none of your business.
Oh, well, it's about to be. I think that not just Saltmarsh will be interested in this one. I think this goes all the way to the top. I think King Scotty himself will be interested in this one.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my medal in the mail. How about you let me know when that gets in, poster boy?
Poster boy. Anders, you should tell your little friend here how to treat somebody with the most powerful quill on the entire coast. Wyatt, I know he might have rubbed you the wrong way, but really, he's gonna write a great piece. We just need to let him know what really happened.
And I'll let my group do the talking. I don't feel like talking anymore to Chisel. Sorry, Chazelle, my bad.
I'm sorry, Chisel. Maybe just have a seat. I'll get Scarin to bring you something. Why don't we step into the other room? And he kind of quickly ushers you away. What are you here for if not to tell me what happened?
Do you think I want to tell him?
No, I guess you don't have to. But maybe not now, but eventually you do.
Sure. And sure the rest of my group will do it justice.
Okay. So then why did you come here alone?
Well, I mean, my group didn't really decide on where we were going to meet this morning, so I figured I'd come talk to you. I think you were the only one of the few council members I didn't see last night, so I'm sure you got the news. Word travels fast.
Yeah, I certainly didn't miss that one. I wish somebody would have come to get me. I'll say at this too, Grix, the door is open in front of you. I'll kind of jump to you for a second, but the door is open in front of you at Anders' house.
Yeah, I'll just I guess I'll knock on the door first, and when it obviously like opens a little bit from the pressure, I'll just let myself in.
So when you enter, you have the kind of grand entryway. To your left, you see this strange man that you've never seen before sitting on a couch being served tea by Scarin. And then to your right, in the other room, you can see kind of pushed back into the back of the room, Wyatt and Anders talking to each other.
I'll introduce myself to I'll say hi to Scarin, obviously, and wish him a good day, and then I'll walk myself up to Chisel. And is it Giselle or Chisel? Because you said Chisel. Giselle, okay. So I'll walk up to Giselle. Chisel.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to him and introduce myself. Shake it, offer my hand to shake.
And he just kind of like brushes some hair out of his eye and doesn't stand up. He just kind of reaches out his hand to shake yours, and with his other hand he grabs his fresh cup of tea.
Is Eliander speaking with my fellow compatriot, and you are?
Oh, you're one of the group.
Oh, did Wyatt already? Did you already speak with Wyatt about what might have happened?
Wyatt. You see him right back. No, but if you're willing to share, I mean, I had a great piece lined up for you.
Oh,
Why don't you
care
tell me
to
all the
well,
details?
Well, why don't you tell me what you have, and then I can kind of maybe fill in some gaps and help.
Go fuck yourself is written in big letters.
Well, unfortunately, he had other matters to tend to, as you can see over there. But maybe from the top, you could give me everything. I mean, it sounds like a heroic adventure. that you're on. And you're doing great service, saving prisoners, I heard.
Yes, yeah, we saved some slaves, absolutely. And yeah, we rescued a few of them. We came across a band of miscreants, at the abandoned mansion, just up the hill over there, and they kind of, told us what was happening with the ship that you now see docked at the, over there by the markets. And then we decided to take over the ship, through some means, some trickery and all that. We incapacitated the crew, sailed it back here. We had one of our other compatriots. Her name is Peaches. I'm sure you've seen the bird flying around here. She flew ahead, grabbed Eliander. Eliander grabbed the guard, got the guard ready, met us at the dock. They boarded the ship and they slaughtered the entire crew. They kept the captain, though. They took the captain. They took the captain. I don't know where. They took him naked. The reason he's naked, though, is because Wyatt and we incapacitated him and the first mate. Wyatt then stripped him down, took his clothes and took his appearance to kind of fool the rest of the crew. It was really very heroic stuff. He really truly is the hero in this story. He was the one that kind of the mastermind for all this.
I know your alignment. I know your alignment now. It's chaotic.
So once he got taken off the ship, they said they were gonna remove all the bodies. I don't know where they're bringing them, but they're moving the bodies somewhere. I brought one of the prisoners back to my little apartment in the warehouse because he needed somewhere to stay, and I didn't want to just leave a prisoner who we just rescued who was a slave. I didn't want to throw him on the streets. What kind of goblin do you think I am? Come on now. So I brought him over and made sure he was good to go. I believe one of my other compatriots, Milo, and I believe there's one more, Feyorn. That's our entire crew. I believe Milo took the other ones. Now here's the juicy part. Now take a little sip of your tea because you're gonna really, really like this one. Besides the prisoners on the ship, we also found a boatload of weapons, literally, like a crap ton. And we met some lizard folk. They told us that there's a civil war brewing in their homeland. believe it's a civil war. It might be just a war. Some sort of war is brewing over there, and that's why they had these weapons. They're going to transport them there, help the cause, I guess. We kind of interfered with that, and well, hopefully, potentially stop the war from happening.
Okay, let me just recap. Make sure I've got this right. Okay, you stop me if anything sounds incorrect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You and your crew. You have yourself.
Whoa, no, it's Wyatt and his crew.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Wyatt is the leader here. So he guided you.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I would look up to Wyatt as our de facto leader for sure.
Okay. And just to clarify, would you say that you personally might be, if you had to do combat with Wyatt, would you be afraid of that? Would he scare you?
No, Wyatt and I go back, pretty long ways. Him and I are like, pretty, I wouldn't say we're close, but we're not good friends, but we're not strangers.
But if he demanded something of you, you would be afraid to go against his word.
I don't think so, because we didn't really have that kind of relationship.
That's okay. We can skip back to that later.
Okay.
So, again, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. You and Wyatt and his group,
Yes.
went to Haunted Mansion. Found that there was.
Well, I never mentioned haunted.
Oh, sorry. I just heard some rumors earlier.
I didn't see any ghosts.
You went to a mansion.
Yes.
And you found that there was some sort of connection to this boat and this captain.
Yeah, there was a small band of miscreants, so to speak. We took care of them, if you know what I mean.
You executed them.
Yeah. We might as well call a spade a spade. Yeah, we murdered them. But to be fair, they fired first. They shot at us
I don't
first. So
care about any of that. Okay, you've killed them, and
Yes.
now you found that there was some plot involving
Yes.
a ship and a captain
Yes.
and a crew, and through trickery and deception, you stripped them down to their social bare bones, and you knocked them all out.
Yep.
And then,
yeah, I can give you some specifics on how we knocked them out if you really want.
Do I
don't
do I hear
don't.
any of this, or am I just with Anders?
I'll say you're a little bit dialed in, but don't worry, you're gonna catch on in just a second.
Okay.
And then he kind of he puts his cup of tea down and stands up to keep going with the story. And as he puts his cup of tea down, Wyatt, I'll say that's when you and Anders kind of look over. You hear that little clink, and you look over and you see excitedly, Giselle is writing all this down. And then, and you can do whatever you want at this point.
Anders, I think maybe we should head back. Grix, buddy, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was just recounting our heroic adventure with the sea ghosts and how we
That's
managed
fantastic.
to.
How about we just cool the jets for a little bit? Let's take it easy, and we'll finish the story later. We got to talk to Anders. You and I, we got business to take care of. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at Giselle and yeah, I can always come back and I can, help fill in the blanks or fill up whatever you need. My name's Grix, by the way. Make sure my name is in there, please. Of course.
I'm way ahead of you. I am going to go and find myself a couple of locations that include slaves. I will see you later.
Yeah, make sure you check out. It's this warehouse. If you go in there, this is how there should be. You'll notice a blue guy in there. That's where one of them is.
Excellent.
Tell him I sent you, and Feyorn sent you.
Oh, Grix, buddy, I don't know what you did, but that can't be good.
Well, I was telling the truth about our once again our heroic adventure.
Listen, I don't need any press. Why do you think I came to this city? Why do you think I've been doing scummy ass jobs? Because I ain't trying to be in the public eye, right?
Yeah, but nobody here really knows your name. So
well, I might have to change it. I might have to change a couple things because I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be known.
It's like Joe Dirt.
Are you saying you've changed your name before? So
doesn't
is
matter.
Wyatt your real name?
It doesn't matter. Anders doesn't matter.
I insight check that.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell.
Okay, so Simo, just roll whatever you're gonna roll, and then tell me what it is, what the result is, and what the type of roll it is.
Wyatt is just Christopher Walken and Joe Dirt.
What'd you get there, Grixie?
Insight. Roll it here for you. 13.
I mean, it sounds
yeah.
warm to you. It sounds good.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I feel like I'm in every single D&D thing I've ever played in, all the campaigns, all the one shots. I've never seen player on player insight checks as much as I've seen in this campaign, only directed at me.
Well, stop being fucking shady.
Well, nobody's gonna do
Yeah,
it.
you're playing a shady
That's
character.
just true. Gantash is just like, hey, I love God.
Tor?
Anders, I'm sure we got a lot of catching up to do. I'm sure you want to hear the story yourself.
I do, but I think I have to go chase him now. I cannot let him roam this town without some sort of escort. Especially not now.
Wait, why? Was I not supposed to say any of those things?
You may say a little much, but that's fine.
Oh, I didn't say our who hired us. I didn't say, who told us to go do these things. For all he knows, we just went and did it on our own.
I mean, if he's at Anders' house, what do you think he's doing here?
Well, I didn't tell him, Anders was involved at all.
All right, but he showed up at Anders' house. He's trying to put 2 and 2 together. It doesn't matter. Grix is fine. We'll take care of it. Anders, you go do your thing. I'm sure we'll catch up later, but we will find you.
Okay. I'll just give me an hour or so. I'll come back. It's
Sure.
fine. And he just takes off running after.
Grix, let's take a walk.
Okay, at this, I'm also going to say that Peaches, in your kind of wandering around, you've kind of been doing quite a bit. I'll say as you're heading down towards Grix's place, are you guys leaving Anders right now?
Yeah, I get. I say, Grix, let's take a walk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm following him. So wherever he's gonna lead me.
Peaches, I'll say from a distance, you're gonna catch them up the path. I can't drag your stupid token, but I'll say you catch them up the path. But if you guys are gonna chat for a little bit, you've got like a moment here as she sees you.
Gonna put my arm around him. Take a moment to adjust to the new height. Grix, listen. I appreciate your forthcoming, truthful honesty. But if you saw the look on everyone's face last night, maybe we gotta bite our tongue until we really know what it is that we want to say.
I think the people deserve to know what
Sure.
what
Hey,
went down last
listen.
night.
And they will. I promise. I promise they will. Have I ever lied to you, Grix? Other than,
I'm trying,
other than the boat stuff, the usual.
Personally, like when it comes to our personal relationship, no, I don't recall
Right.
you ever lying to me.
Right. So take a leap of faith on me here. Just
Simmer it down.
just simmer it just for a day, 2. We'll talk to the group. Maybe we won't mention the things that you said. Maybe we'll just ask him what we think might be best said. But it'll be our little secret. Just cool your jets.
Just like the boat, right? It's our
Ju-
little
ju-
secret. Just like
just like the boat.
perfect. Listen, I'm just trying to get mine.
You get yours.
That's-
I'm getting mine.
all
Don't
I-
worry. But let's do our thing.
And worst comes worst, you skip town, right?
You said it, not me.
Isn't that what you do normally?
You said it, not me.
I'll say Peaches. I mean, you see them walking. You're headed to Grix, but you see him walking down this path with Wyatt having left Andrew's mansion. I'll say by this point you can catch up if you'd like, and carry on.
Oop, I'm not attacking them. I hit that by mistake.
Roll for initiative time. Let's go, baby.
Cold blood right there in the
Oh my god!
I'll,
Once
past
an
them and
episode.
land.
Once an episode.
Sorry,
Frank is Wyatt.
I fly past them and land in front of them.
Okay.
Oh. Grix. Looks like the party found us.
I need you guys to come with me to the grove.
Yeah, it was cooking.
I ran into Eliander this morning, throwing himself off a cliff.
Sorry, excuse me?
It's exactly what it sounds like. He was trying to kill himself.
Oh
Said
my.
that last night was a mistake. And I'm
Grix?
gonna go through the whole thing and
Not a word about this one. All right, let's reel it in. We gotta.
He said it was what he did last night was a mistake.
he said that it was a mistake to take the justice into his own hands. That
Come
he should
on.
have gone through with his regular job, because it's his job to arrest people, not to kill
Sorry.
people. And he said that he had a lapse in judgment, I guess, and said that it would be better if he threw himself off the cliff or the city, but I can't stand by and let someone kill themselves. So I convinced him to come with me to the grove. Milo is headed there. Feyorn is there watching him, and we don't really know what to do. So, do you guys mind coming with me?
Sure. I mean, Grix, what else were we gonna do, right?
Yeah, we had nothing else going on.
That's right. Let's head on over.
All right.
Okay. So you make your way up to
Peaches is pretty silent for the rest of the walk.
Grix farts 17 times on the way over.
I don't have to roll for that. Yeah, can I roll for that?
Performance.
You have no
Roll a
way.
D100.
You fail
What's that?
every con save. They all
Oh.
slip out.
No, you roll for amount.
Yeah, how many? Yeah, how many?
For how many? Okay, roll a d20 plus 10.
That's
You
what I
fart
said,
20
D100.
times. All right. It makes you go.
Wyatt is presumably amused, it looks like.
It looks like it works like a boost.
I heard this song yesterday. Didn't the wizard play this track?
Oh my gosh, stupid frog. Okay, the frog at this point has gone away, by the way. It left a while ago.
Bro, what is those weird freaking? What the hell?
It's the
I've
grove.
never been here before.
Where I
Oh my
live.
God. Everywhere you
live,
walk,
bro.
it's like dark. It's like this weird wall.
Oh yeah, there's a there's a
I
weird
don't
wall.
know where.
You
that's-
just gotta get
It ends over here.
towards his hut.
Yeah, come
Okay.
over here. Come over here.
I'm coming.
There's no reason it should be there either. Like I'm looking at everything, and there's no reason
It's-
it should be there.
All of the structures, if you're close to all of the little structures,
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna take somebody and move them real quick. Grix doesn't have it.
Here,
I do.
Click,
I
click on
definitely do.
Click
How
on
did
my
it
character.
that's Sir Grix to you.
Now.
Did that make it worse?
That made. No,
I feel like as
What?
long as everybody
Uh,
gets in a spot where it's fine, I think it's
we're
okay.
good. Yeah, we're good.
I don't actually care.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to figure it out. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry. Just got so focused on that. Okay, so for the first time, you guys have reconvened here. And basically this whole while, Eliander's been pretty kind of chilled out. If anything, every once in a while, he just kind of rubs his eyes, like that whole stressed out thing, just rubbing his head, just like looking down at the ground for the most part. And he doesn't even acknowledge you as you all walk into the grove here.
Man of the hour.
He doesn't say anything to you.
Grix, I think you're the man of the hour right now. Eliander was the hour before. Okay.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, you're right.
What do you mean by that? Grix being the man of the hour.
Oh, it's just nice to see him on a great
I
sunshiny
stayed
day.
the night at Gellen's house.
Yeah, see?
That's why I'm the man of the hour.
Look at this
guy. I was able to stay in the master guest bedroom at Gellen's house.
Right. And what did...
Did you put out too?
Oh.
Well, we did share a bottle of wine, and it was quite old, I will say. 90 years old. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Escapade aside, did Galen have any opinion as to what happened last night?
He seemed to approve of what I said.
Which was...
That our man here, Mr. Eliander, was rightfully in his power to do what he did.
Galen is traditionalist or loyalist?
Traditionalist.
Okay. I could see why Galen might be amused. Eliander, and I'll try and get his attention.
He looks up at you.
Well, you've got some explaining to do, and I understand that we've only got the day to do it, so the floor is yours.
I don't know what you want me to say. I did what I did.
Yeah, you did.
And I see that there is clearly no excuse. I should have gotten my head on straight. I couldn't stop myself.
Why the sudden change of heart from last night to today?
I don't know.
Were you under the influence last night?
I don't drink.
That's not the only influence you could have been under. Was it somebody else's?
What do you mean? Somebody giving me orders?
Somebody giving you orders? Somebody making you act not of your own free will?
And how do you think that could have happened?
Well, I don't know. How would anybody believe that the head of the guard walks onto a ship and murders a handful of people? I'm going to cast command on him, and I'm going to command him to confess.
Okay.
And he needs to wisdom save. And it's not a very high DC.
Okay. He sees you casting the spell, obviously.
Well, it's just vocal. It's just a verbal. I'll just say confess.
Sure, yeah. But still, there's like a process, right? It's a couple seconds, so
Sure.
you do
Well,
your thing,
yeah,
say the
sure.
word confess, and he actually, you see him just kind of resign to the spell. He doesn't fight it. And he just says, I don't know what happened. I didn't feel like myself. I had this uncontrollable desire to bleed them out and execute them. And I haven't felt that way before. And the spell wanes. Is that what you wanted?
No, I wanted it to make sense, and it just doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't need to. If Eliander's not going to give us the answers, we can't bludgeon him to death with questions, hoping that something's going to click. All we can do is think about how to move forward.
And how do you suggest we do that?
Well, first and foremost, Eliander, what are you afraid is going to happen to you before the council?
It's not what I fear the council is going to do. Their sentencing will be much lighter than whatever is to come for the kingdom as a whole. There are greater consequences at play. The odds of another loyalist getting on the council after me is quite slim. In fact, if I do present myself, I'm sure I could concoct something that would maybe even let me keep my seat. But I don't think that that's what I want to do.
Do you have anybody in mind who would take your seat?
No. I just know that if I show honor and I remove myself from the situation, it will hopefully shine brighter in the minds of the people who vote to bring in another loyalist and give us another shot.
And you'll show honor and you'll remove yourself by leaping off of a cliff?
It's eye for an eye.
That's the coward's way out, Eliander. What you did last night was also cowardice. The best thing you can do right now is face the music. You owe that to the lives that you took last night. And I am a firm believer that everybody can be led down the right path. And although what you did last night was abhorrent, I think there is a path for you. But it's not by jumping off a cliff. It's by facing what you've done head on, accepting the consequences, and moving forward. You owe that to everybody, us included. And on top of it all, the lizard folk are going to war. And fucking, albeit what you did last night was shitty, we need a leader to handle this situation as well. So, to hell with jumping off a cliff.
Can I have everybody give me a perception check?
And if anybody is outside listening, fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Two nat ones.
Not bad, guys. That's not bad.
Not bad, guys. Good
You said
job.
perception, or did you want me to persuade the people listening?
Hold
Just
on.
kidding. I rolled an 11.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna use this.
Can I use my inspiration?
No. Just kind of rub my hand a little bit, and I roll, and I get a 11.
11, okay.
I rolled a 16.
Lucky ducky. Okay. As you're talking, as you're kind of giving this speech to him, Milo, you and nobody else, when you say face the music, your little speech there, you see his head kind of just crane just like a second, and his face kind of shifts, and he still keeps like listening to you, but you notice his like foot tapping, and you see it like this kind of like pondered look on his face.
What is it? Did that?
He's a sleeper agent. You just awoke him.
Are you? I understand that facing what you've done is not going to be easy. Is that what you're worried about?
Sorry, no. And he's like, his foot still taps, like it's just kind of keeping up. And he sees like a little, he's like just having a little bit of a harder time like piecing things together here. Just no. No, I'm not afraid at all. I'm not stupid. I know that jumping off of that cliff would be worse for me than anything that they could do to me, or that they are willing to do. And I could explain myself, and like I said, I could still, I'm sure, keep my seat. But... And he just kind of like closes his eyes, and he's like nodding his head and like tapping his foot a bit. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Face the music. Does that mean anything to you?
And he just kind of like, it's like rocking. And now it's noticeable to everybody.
Is he like gonna pass out?
Does it
No.
look like he's dancing?
No, he's just like tapping his foot, and he's sitting on
Doing
this.
it to a rhythm or anything?
Yeah, in rhythm.
Yeah,
or
there's like a
what?
rhythm. Like he's like tapping his foot and like rocking with it too.
So you're saying that he's leaning with it and rocking with it.
Yeah, and at one point he just kind of like throws up a dab.
No, I cut his head.
That's where the pickaxe attack comes from.
Everybody make a wisdom saving throw. You all throw up.
I think we missed this guy at yesterday's party. Where was this guy? What's going on?
Can I like crouch down and kind of get a better look at his face to see if he's like fully there?
Sure. So you
He's like
kind of,
Augie?
so you bend down and you kind of look at him. You know what? Let's do a medicine check. Why don't we do that? Do something crazy.
So crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I mean, you see him like blinking, and he's clearly, his demeanor has shifted a bit. And then just kind of all at once, it just like stops. And he just kind of looks around at everybody. I'm sorry, am I being held against my will right now? Am I not free to leave? I don't want to be questioned anymore.
You're on suicide watch at this moment.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Nope.
His demeanor shift, like, is there anything magical about it?
Is there anything magical?
I'm gonna let's give an Arcana check. Let's just see what happens. It's gonna be a doozy.
14.
14. This could be like, from your perspective, it could be magical. Could be something going on mentally with this guy. He obviously has a hard job. It's stressful. Something could be going on. Last night was obviously a doozy. He might just be having a little bit of a mental break right now, but he has clearly become a totally different conversationalist right now.
Does he seem more similar to his attitude last night now?
It's closer, that's for sure.
Definitely standoffish.
and he stands up from his step, and he kind of like takes off his cloak, and then you realize he still has his sword with him. And he grabs onto the hilt of it, and he rests it there confidently, and just kicks the cloak off the steps. Anyways, I think I have some business to tend to.
No, you don't.
I don't need your care anymore. Thank you, though.
I just stopped you from killing yourself. You think you're going to walk away from us right now with no I don't know. What the fuck word am I looking for?
Consequences, or...
Sure.
I mean,
Resistance.
it's... let's just say job well done. I feel much better now.
I'm gonna
Where
fucking
you-
cold cock him in the face. That pissed me off.
You're gonna punch him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I've wanted to since last night. Oh god.
That's fair.
Is it
He
just a
dies
strength
instantly.
Yeah, your punching is just a strength check.
No death saves.
check? Do I have to declare inspiration before or after?
You can do after. You can always do after.
I love how much you want to hit him.
Okay, so you wind up, throw a punch, and he just without even flinching, he just smacks your hand out of the way.
Shit.
And you see him kind of like grip a little tighter on his sword. I said job well done.
After the bullshit you pulled last night, putting every one of us and everybody in the fucking town in jeopardy, we're not letting you
Whoa.
walk away right now.
Jeopardy? What jeopardy did he put us in? He dealt with the problem.
Grix.
And I'm gonna step in between the two of them, and I'm gonna like I'm gonna put I won't put my hand on his chest because he has his fucking hand on his sword, and I don't want to take any chances with aggression. But I definitely want to put my hand on Peach's like chest and just like kind of like, you know, like not shove her, but like try to like separate the two of them further.
We need to get to the bottom of this because obviously something is going on.
And shouldn't that be left to the council, not us?
No, Grix. No. Not to what you're saying, but to your stupid demeanor. If she wants to go ahead and try to strike me again, she can try it. You have a pass. You kept me alive. And I thank you for that. You get one attempt, and that's it. Grix, I won't have some rodent speaking for me or getting in my way. If she chooses to attack me again and he steps forward, I don't need a rat to take the hit for me.
I'm gonna backhand him. I'm going to backhand him at the fucking rat comment. Holy
Can I
fuck!
grapple him?
Damn.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
There's a lot happening right now.
There's
lot
It's
a
like
lot
it's like
happening.
that meme where this guy just slaps everyone in the back in the barbecue. Like everyone just lines up. Hey, what's the deal? Boom. Hey, what are you
my
doing?
God.
Boom. What are you doing? Boom.
Can I try and grapple him?
Well, I'm gonna have to deal with this. I think that would happen like afterwards because Grix is a little bit closer. So let's just for fun, let's actually position you guys where you are. Just for fun,
Oh yeah, just for fun, eh?
For fun, huh?
you go
I
to.
can only see my toe.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, they're in front of you. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with that wall thing, but so Grix, he also just kind of like smacks your hand up, and he draws his longsword,
Wow.
and he immediately slices up to attack you with it. So we're going to roll initiative. And as he does, by the way, he says, "That's enough passes for all of you." And he goes to attack Grix.
I didn't do anything.
Which, by the way, you all, with your combat knowledge, see that he does this as a reaction. So, let's roll combat.
And let me know when I'm good to roll initiative.
You can roll.
Oh yeah, you want us to roll?
Oh my god, my rolls today are piss poor.
What the fuck?
My goodness.
Change
Holy.
your goddamn computer.
Oh my goodness. I'm here for it though.
Grix, he rolls to hit you with a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
While that happens, as that happens, Milo will exclaim, "That's enough out of you." And as my reaction, I will rebuke the violent. It is one of my channel divinities.
Whoa. What's this?
So
Mm.
I probably should have waited until damage was dealt, but it's fine. He needs to make a wisdom save. However much damage he does to Grix, if he fails, that's how much damage he takes back in radiant damage. If he saves, he takes half as much.
13 on the save.
Sick.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, meets it beats. So he beats that. So now he'll take half the damage back in radiant damage.
Okay, so then it's rounding up, yeah. So he will take 6 because Grix is taking 11. So
Oh my gosh.
7 slashing damage.
Grix got hit with double dicks, dude. Oh.
And he'll take 6. So he slices
one,
through,
but
but this kind of blast of radiant energy comes at him. Okay. Feyorn, you see what's happening in front of you? You're first to react.
Feyorn's just playing with the pine cone.
I'm gonna grapple him. Go from a grapple from behind.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Strength check. Strength. It's not that great.
Would you get an 8? You
Got an 8.
You got an 18.
Jeez. Okay.
So he feels you coming, and he just kind of like bumps his shoulder back and sends you off of him.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Fortunately.
You wouldn't happen to have any healing words that you would like to say to the party?
I ain't a healer. I'm just,
Okay.
just a druid, you know.
Alright, fuck.
I'm just a druid.
He's a constellation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Druid's notorious healer.
And
Not
he
this one.
looks around, sword drawn. He just says, "Rats, all of you!" And this seething fucking hatred seems to just be flowing out of him now, and he instantly goes for, and with a fucking flurry, he goes for an attack on, starting with Grix. He's going to hit you first for a 17 to hit.
Wow. Another,
To
huh?
do 13 slashing damage. Are you still standing?
I am not.
At which point he will then turn to Feyorn, and he will
I
attack for a 22 to hit
don't think that hits.
for 13 slashing damage. I'm going to do it one more time for a 24 to hit.
Okay. Party wipe right here.
Holy shit!
And he does 18 damage.
Oh.
And having dropped the 2 of you, he
Wait, Feyorn's down too?
Wait.
does he drop you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I
How
just
much
gasped,
does he have
actually,
to-
to be honest.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What is it? He did like
It was
10 over damage.
13 and 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so he He runs up here. Actually, sorry, he runs to the center of this like raised platform, and he holds up his sword. Come, cowards!
Did he run out of my?
You were on you were on the other side of Grix.
Right.
So unless you got 10 feet of range. And he stands at the platform and kind of waits for you.
Oh, it's a platform or is that water?
It's a platform.
Okay.
I electrocute the water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's my turn, correct?
Yep.
Uh,
Wyatt on deck. Each is after.
God damn.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay. I will, as he takes off, I will reach into a pouch and pull out a handful of rose petals and throw them towards Eliander. And as I throw them towards them, they kind of just like light up in radiant and kind of like the little magic card that just catches fire.
Mhm.
And I will cast sleep on him.
Bleep.
Sleep. So I'm gonna roll 5d8
Okay.
and pray to God that I roll more than his health.
You got this. Although
1, 2, 3,
No, although.
4, 5.
Frank is being very nonchalant, and it scares the shit out of me.
It does scare the shit out of me as well. Okay, 5d8, which means he probably has more than 40 hit points. If that's what he's being nonchalant about.
Remember when someone said that he accidentally sent me to the BBEG house? I don't think it was an accident, and I do think it was the BBEG.
All right, team, it's not great. 11, 15.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just noticed a mistake I made. You have the Dragonborn with you.
Alcus.
Okay, I have to put him in here too. That could have been a pretty brutal fuck up to look back on. Okay, carry on.
19.
19 total.
Yeah.
You throw the petals up, they kind of burn up, and as that smoke clears and they dissipate, you see him not even phased, doesn't even flinch.
That makes sense. That makes sense. We asked for AUKUS and you gave us a news writer.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Why
we don't want
keep going?
we don't want the scribe.
Okay.
Kiss. Kiss.
Yeah, we asked for a Dragonborn and you sent us not that.
Pipsqueak.
What?
I will move
So annoying.
forward
I call this guy Pipsqueak.
to the other, like to next to Wyatt, and I will end my turn. I'll place card face down and end my turn.
Defense
There we
phase.
Here, I got him. There we go. Okay, I'll roll him in.
Upkeep.
And if I need to give him a turn, I might have to give him a turn right away. Nope,
Nice.
perfect.
I mean,
Fuck, AUKUS.
I'll put him back here. Okay. Let's ripperoni. Next up is Wyatt, buddy.
yeah.
D&D is supposed to be fun, and this isn't fun for anybody, Frank. Sorry.
Did
He's
you
having
say
fun.
BBG is supposed to be fun?
I said D&D is supposed to be fun.
Oh, sorry.
I swear to God, if I lose my fucking this character,
I mean,
I say he's right now.
did
He's
start the
playing
fucking
the tall,
fight.
yeah, fair.
playing the tallest goblin.
you,
Known to
you
man.
did start the fight.
I'm
You did just piss
going
off your healer.
to cast suggestion.
Okay.
Needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
And the suggestion that I'm gonna make
Chill. shut up.
Please. Just suggest please.
I'll say kind of like put my hands up in the air, seeing like both my group members fall. All right, now you're pissing me off now. You need to cool it, and you need to tell us exactly what's going on with the sea ghost.
Okay, so remind me, can you link suggestion for? I'm getting it confused with like the bits of command. And sorry, it's a wisdom save.
That's right.
Save.
This is the third time we've had him make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Bro,
Fuck, this guy's wise.
Oh, we're so fun.
Gandalf the
Can
Grey
I-
out here.
Can I use my inspiration to like make him de-roll?
Hold on. You know what? Yes. So the way inspiration works, by the way, you can actually give your inspiration to somebody else. So I'm gonna just rule from this point forward as well. If you want to use that, I don't. I'm gonna look into it more, but I don't see a problem right now why you wouldn't be able to.
Bro, let's go. I invented a rule. Please be worth it.
Okay. So let me see here. It's a 20.
Brother.
Holy shit.
Frank, I've seen you roll. What's the modifiers on that?
And
15.
I'll just end my turn. There's not much else I can do. I'll just end my turn.
Fucking Feyorn and Grix are fucking dying on the floor.
With Akis on deck and then Grix.
Okay. Bonus action healing light.
Okay.
I am trying not to be biased.
Your character.
It's true.
Grix is closer to me, so it will be him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a d6. Or I'm gonna roll 2d6.
Okay.
Bro.
You come back up for 9. That's my bonus action.
Okay.
And action. I'm going to
Sorry, you're gonna what? You cut out.
oh yeah, no, I just made a noise. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Witch bolt. Okay.
Ooh.
Fuck off.
Brutal.
Can I use my inspiration for that?
Sure. 100%.
I guess I didn't need to.
Yes.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay.
So 6 damage. Okay.
And
Okay.
it stays on.
That's right. So you've created this link to him. Okay. Anything else from you?
I'm gonna step closer to Feyorn.
Okay.
And just try and help cover, like give him cover.
Okay. Okay.
And my turn.
All right. So Akis runs his way up. Let me see here.
Marcus
Okay.
is gonna die too, bro.
So he runs his way up with his with that quarterstaff and attempts to hit your boy, which I have to roll down here. He does get a hit.
Bro, everyone can't land nothing but your boy Arcus. Actually, he's an
Do I
extension of
hit?
me. That's my quarterstaff.
That's my
He
friend, so
he
he's
does-
also an extension of me.
He does 5 bludgeoning damage.
You're fucked. Nerd.
And in return, Eliander kind of takes the hit on the face and then follows through kind of the momentum of getting hit with an upward slash.
He's dead. Arcus dies.
Oh, I just realized what you meant by that. He used his reaction.
For 21 to hit. Does 13 damage. Arcus gets a huge gash slit right up the side of him from thigh up his rib cage. And you see him kind of like keel over, but there's clearly some battle hardenedness to him as he still stays in the fight. Next is Grixie Poo. With Feyorn, who's down and out on deck. Grixie Poo.
Yeah. I'm just double checking something. Because I don't know if this works with touch. I should have checked this beforehand. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything regarding touch. So I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try it anyways, and I'll let you determine if it works. I'm going to walk up to Feyorn.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds with
Okay.
little sprinkling of meta magic to twin spell it, allowing me to target more than one creature. And that would be myself. So I'm going to target myself and then Feyorn with my twin spell
Beautiful.
to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So I'm just going to roll Cure Wounds. So do I roll twice, or is it the same roll for both?
You're going to roll twice. So you said Feyorn first, so I'm going to give him the 4,
Yep.
and you do this next one. Okay, so you do the 6.
8. So yeah, he gets 6, I get 8.
Oh, okay.
There's a bonus to it.
Oh, right. Right, sorry.
And then I believe that's my action. And that's all I'm gonna do.
Feyorn, you're prone.
Okay.
But you're alive. You wake up to Grix giving you a kissy face as he heals you. But he also farts.
Right. Oh, is it my turn? Oh shit.
Yes.
So I thought you were just telling me. Yeah, never
No.
mind. Okay. I'm prone, so that means I have to take an action to get up, right?
No, you have to use half your movement speed to get up.
Okay. I'm gonna stand back up.
Okay. Become a bear. Become
a bear. He'll just kill it in one swing.
Bears might be like immune to some type of damage or something like that. Maybe like bludgeoning damage. They might be immune to bludgeoning. Not immune, but like resistant to bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna cast this wonderful spell here. Did it work? No, it didn't. Did it work?
spike
Yeah,
growth.
I cast it twice.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
20 foot.
Okay. Does it let you draw the thing, or I can draw it for you if you need?
I can draw it. 20 foot. Bro, someone's
Funky.
mad.
It's the
Someone's
train.
playing Train Simulator.
It's the train, sorry.
Playing Train Simulator over there?
So, unfortunately,
You want me to center it?
well, not here, not like that.
Okay.
I don't want us in it. But unfortunately, what's his name? Is gonna be in it.
Okay.
But it's only when they move do they
Okay.
take damage. And so when I cast the spell, pretty much there's just gonna be roots that come out of the ground,
Okay.
and they'll just kind of break off and form spikes.
Okay. I'm going to say that because this is your fucking grove, like if there's any piece of nature that you know, it's this ground. So I'm going to let you choose. You can actually, I'll let you kind of enhance it so that it goes to 3d4 instead of 2, because this is like your property. This is your growth.
This is my home.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's a 3d4. All right. Anything else from you?
It's also camouflage, so they can't see the area.
I gotta make a perception check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that part is probably eliminated because he's standing on stone right now.
That's
So,
fair, I guess.
Yeah. But I will say the thorns attempt to do so, and all the thorns are like the color of the pale stone.
Okay. That's all. I'm gonna move a little. Oh shit. I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
Here.
There. Okay. Eliander is going to look at all of you who have had subsequent opportunities to approach him. And he, in his seething voice, will say, all of you are cowards, except for this one. Come to me. And he opens his mouth, and this dark water pours out of his mouth, creating this like fountain. And it creates this blackened sphere that perfectly encompasses the stone platform.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Second phase.
These two.
So you from the outside cannot see in. And here, I'll turn off these other ones so you can get a better view. So you can't see into that. I know you can, but for your purposes, you can't see. It has created this black sheen dome that kind of glistens, and it's just water. It's just a water barrier.
Can I see it? Or am I
You
not
can
in
see
it?
in because you're inside,
Okay.
and it's dark in there. But you have enough light to see. And then he carries on with his assault. He's going to swing at our friend, the Dragonborn, for 23 to hit. Not a lot of damage on that one. And then he crits. Wow. That was also very little damage. Jeez Louise. That is actually unreal. Okay, so Feyorn, you watch Akis get fucking slashed up a couple of times, and he just kind of like, he's just getting sliced open like crazy, and he drops down to a knee, but he still kind of like holds himself up on his staff, and then Eliander just looks at him one more time and just swings. And Akis fucking hits the sword with the staff. His first miss. Holy shit. I gotta do the math on what the odds were that he survived that. Holy. And you just see a smirk come across Eliander's face.
No, we don't.
I do.
Milo, you're up with Wyatt, then Peaches on deck.
I will just to the group. We have to stop him, but do not kill him. And then I'll step into. I will step into the muck.
Okay.
I'm assuming I see the thorns. I'm also going to just step into the thorns.
Sure.
I take damage.
You take...
Oh, let's boost it up. It's 3d4, right?
Yeah, the thought.
Yeah, let's
You
boost
take
up the damage a little bit.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh no. I just
Okay.
didn't want him to run away.
And with that, I will step in next to Akis. I will eye him over, and then I will look to Eliander. You will be delivered to justice, and then I will fucking swing my warhammer at him.
Let it rip.
I need this shit to hit, bro. Ooh, okay. 19 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to divine strike this motherfucker.
Okay.
So 1d8 bludgeoning plus 2, so it is 7 bludgeoning damage. And then my divine smite to expend my last spell slot. Shit!
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
3 radiant damage.
3. Okay. So you smash him, and it, for a brief moment, lights up this like dark dome from the inside, and smashes right across the face. And you see the blood kind of splatter. As you watch that, he comes back around to make an attack at you.
Okay.
For a 23 to hit.
That hits.
He does 8 slashing damage.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Anything else?
No,
The lemon.
I'll end my turn.
Wyatt, you're up with Peaches on deck. Marcus, you're next, buddy.
Take a deep sigh, kind of jog into this sphere, and I will cast Hex on him.
Okay. There's no save.
There's no save, it just happens.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
For a little 22.
Hits.
Let's roll that tenor. Oh, that's juicy. Let's roll that Hex. Okay, so we are going to do 9. Is it force damage? Oh no. I think it's 9 force damage.
Force.
Yep, 9 force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkle on a little 2 cold damage.
Okay.
So 11. And
Yeah.
then 2 necrotic damage on top of that, so 13.
What's that coming from?
Yeah,
From the Hex,
necrotic.
bro.
Oh, from the hex. Nice.
Right. So
Nice.
13 damage. And I'll just shout out, how do you like that?
And then like Family Feud, we're all like, good damage, good damage, good damage, good damage.
Your breath stinks.
Yeah. It's up there, right?
It's up
All right.
there, right?
Peaches.
Look at it. Okay, I can't really do any bonus actions. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll bonus action. I can still see Feyorn, right?
No, they're all in it.
Fuck. But Grix is behind me.
Grix is behind you.
Does he still look fairly beat up?
I'm looking all right. Got some gashes, but not weak in
then
the
I'm
knees.
just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because it has to be someone I can see. So I'm just gonna use my action to deal 1d12 damage to him.
Oh, because you're linked.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got a little leash in there. That is nice. Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to. God.
No.
Yuck.
Okay.
I'm going to then use my movement to fly up and above
Okay.
so that my witch bolt connecting can kind of act like a compass to wherever he moves.
Okay.
So anyone outside of the circle can still see where he is.
Wow. So you guys see that kind of connective, like arcane fucking thread, and you see it just arc itself up on top of him. That's fucking cool.
And Peaches is gonna fly in the air and stay there.
Aukis, seeing like kind of his surroundings, like seeing the bramble, he is sliced wide open, but he kind of like calculates, like, okay, Milo took that hit. I can find an opening here. So he takes his quarterstaff.
How does he look after my Eldritch Blast, by the way?
I mean, it definitely hit him hard, but this is a hard man, and he.
Is he?
Right now?
Me too. Me too.
We all went there like instantly.
There's a reason he wore heavy armor all the time.
Oh.
Wait, but is he
Lovely
not in his
job.
armor?
He's not.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does he take any more damage than the one because he's in water?
He's not in water, it's just a globe surrounding them. It's like a snow globe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not swimming right now.
It does look watery though.
Okay, so he's gonna take a swing and he misses. And he realizes he can't move. He's just stuck where he is. So he stands still.
Is it not water? Those look like lily pads on the left.
No.
Okay.
It's stone. You can see the cracks of the stone.
Oh.
Yeah, they may very well be lily pads, but you know what? They're dry, dead ones right now.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Next, Grixie with Feyorn on deck.
Either I'm gonna go here. I can. Dope. I can obviously see the lightning chain going down roughly where his location might be, should be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a DM question because I don't have that in my notes. What is the word for word verbatim Rockbreaker potion? What does it do?
So in a 15-foot radius,
Okay.
it's 3d6 damage. You have to throw it, and it'll explode on impact in a 15-foot radius.
His mouth is still open, or no?
Huh? No. No,
Okay.
he's-
He spat it out and then done.
Went back to it.
That would be great.
Okay.
Are you staying outside of the globe or in?
I am. That's why I'm like, she has a chain lightning there.
Okay.
Fucking, I'm throwing that Rockbreaker potion in there.
Fuck it.
You're throwing it at the guy?
I'm gonna try to throw it at him. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where anybody else is in the circle, so I'm gonna toss it at him.
Normally
And
this will
hold.
obviously be with disadvantage, but I'm gonna say given the marker that you've got, which is the fucking coolest way to get rid of that disadvantage, go ahead and just throw dex throw, and it's gonna basically be within a certain radius of, depending on how well this hits.
What is it? Okay, hold on. I would like to use my wild magic, my Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on that roll.
Okay.
So I can fuck. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Please, if possible. Holy fuck. Please. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a d4. Just roll a d4.
Yep.
You don't want a 4 or a 3. Okay, go ahead and roll 3d6.
Oh, I don't know. I think I did it wrong. No, I didn't.
Okay.
5, 4, 2. Love that. 11 damage.
Everybody in this circle.
Yeah. What?
Except for Peaches.
So how much damage?
Fuck,
11.
we did. Fuck
TPK.
that,
So-
we did.
You guys just see through the water this bottle roll through, and you fucking know what it is, and you just look for its trajectory, and you realize it's gonna land right fucking beside him, right in front of Milo, and it just blows a hole in the stone, just shattering it, and he's directly beside it, so he takes the full damage, and so does everybody else. It just is too quick.
Is that what Peaches threw at the people in the basement?
It's basically the same thing, but just slightly different.
What about the brambles? Are they still there?
You know what? That's a fantastic point. No, in that radius, they're cleared.
At least we got that, guys.
So I'll leave the red up, so you know that there's brambles cleared. Aukis goes down.
What is the damage?
11.
11.
Oh.
Is Feyorn out?
Yep.
Next turn is Eliander.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
But
What? You threw a
I
stick
didn't-
of dynamite.
I didn't think it would hit you guys.
It's what?
I was
You said it had a
expecting
15-foot
I was
radius.
expecting Aukis and Milo, but everybody else.
15-foot radius. It's pretty big.
If the brambles are concentration, can he bring them back?
What's that?
The spike growth, it's concentration. Can he bring them back in that area?
Oh,
if it's-
so then they're out. Then they're gone.
They're out then. They're
Okay,
done
so
and gone.
you can get rid of that blue thing.
Well, I thought it was only if he took damage.
I did take them. I'm down now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, Milo, we're
Yeah.
going to start with you. So, in ascending order from his hits, we have a 16,
Misses.
a 17,
Misses.
and a 26.
Misses.
Unfortunately, it's
Oh.
It hits.
yes.
You're going to take 8 slashing damage, my friend. Do you drop?
I drop.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I use a reaction or no?
Like, to reaction to what?
As I'm like warding off the attacks and him hitting me, rebuke the violence.
You have to get
So-
hit to take it?
Okay, hold on. So actually, I don't actually know. This is a good question. I didn't see how many times I can use my channel divinity,
Okay.
but
I think it's
It's,
20.
Finish your
it's either
proficiency.
it's either once or
bonus.
twice.
like I don't see that anywhere.
It should be 2.
So it just says, oh, you know what? I cannot.
It should be in the chart.
Oh, it's okay. Is it there?
No, it's not.
Beginning at 6th level, you can use it twice.
Okay, so
Beginning at 6th level.
You're a paladin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, well, this is cleric, but it might be the same.
Hold on. It does show here.
Once per short rest.
You
I don't
choose
know.
which option to use. Okay, so I actually couldn't do it again because it does say when you use it, you choose which one to use, and you finish your short or long rest, you can use it again.
Let's say
okay,
at
so then I
level
can-
3 you get 2. Or you get the 2 options. I see.
Yeah. So yeah, I drop. I'm down. Regardless.
Holy moly, party wipe.
It's
Okay.
first for everything.
Wyatt.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna keep going. Like, I don't really feel like I have much of a choice.
Okay.
Rolling to hit my blast. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Fucking kill him!
10 force, 2 cold, 1 necrotic, 13 again.
13.
Good damage. Good
Holy
damage.
cow.
Are you sure back when I rolled 19 for sleep, he didn't go to sleep?
It was close. Okay, so you fucking fire this thing out, blast him right in the fucking face, and you see the swirling, like cold and necrotic, just like peeling away at his face, and he just kind of fucking, at this point, just the damage that you've done to him, just blasting him up, blood kind of coming everywhere. At this point, he kind of lets out like a sputter, and you see this like black water mixed in with this blood, just like coughing out of him, and he just kind of like looks at you, holds up his longsword again. Last one.
You can catch me, and I'll run out.
And you peace out.
Yeah.
And you just hear from inside, just Peaches.
Is that yeah, that's 30. Okay. Wait, no, I can go one more.
Does Wyatt look fucked up?
Got some bumps, some bruises, a little gash.
He's covered in rock dust too.
Yeah. Yeah, I came in
He would
clean.
have heard the explosion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
In
Mark.
that case, she's gonna
So,
save it. Use her action to witch bolt again.
okay. Five. Okay. You just hear ah.
God, I feel fucking sick right. I literally don't have any bonus actions except for Hex and Healing Light.
He's already hexed right now.
It doesn't mean that she can like
Think I can
piggyback on
double.
it. Only I deal the extra damage.
Can I use
Oh,
my
I see.
inspiration to not get down? Because I haven't used it yet.
Having heard the explosion and seen Wyatt run out,
And you hear, if you can catch me.
yeah, Peaches is gonna she's gonna fly towards where she last saw the rest of the group.
Okay.
Run toward,
You can fly
and
into the
she's
bubble.
gonna she's gonna stay above the bubble in hopes that he doesn't target her.
Okay.
And she's gonna be prepared to, well, I guess she can't prepare a bonus action, so I guess that one's fine.
Akis is up.
Is he?
No,
That's
his
safe.
turn. Grix is up.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to move here, here, and here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. And I'm going to be using my twin spell to use it on both of the down boys.
Okay. Okay.
Let him cook.
There's one. So I'll roll. Do like a coin flip. Lemon can be 1. And then Stana can be 2. Roll D2. So so Lemon will get, or I guess Feyorn will get 9. Milo will get 10.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very cool. Very nice. Very
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then
It's cool that Cure Wounds is touch, and they just happen to be perfectly done.
right,
Okay,
just
perfect.
walk up to them and
Yeah.
and then I'm going to use my my disengage, my nimble escape, and I'm just going to move. I guess I have no movement spots anymore, so
Yeah.
never mind. I will stay right there. That's it. It's my turn.
Could you
Feyorn?
bonus action dash?
No, that's a rogue thing.
Oh.
Your
Yeah.
movement's only 25.
I can disengage or hide. My movement's 30. I move 30.
Right. Okay.
So
you
yeah,
still have
that.
5 feet left.
No, I don't. I was here. I moved 10, and 15, 20, 25, 30. So here. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, fair.
Don't say I never
Oh,
did anything for you
boy.
guys. You're welcome.
You've done more damage than you've healed. I just want to throw that out there. And you blew up part of the shrine.
And your team. I'm gonna use wild shape.
Yes!
I mean,
Good answer. Good
And into
answer.
a train.
I was going to use it, and then I got downed by a rock.
Yeah, who threw that? It's weird. That fucking came out of nowhere. Eh?
And I'm gonna, turn into a train. Yeah. No.
Hey yo.
I'm gonna turn into a wolf. And I'm gonna. He's hexed, right? So he's frozen, if you will.
No, he's not. He's not frozen. Hex is. It just adds damage for Simo.
I also read that
Oh.
I didn't. I mean, not that it changed anything, but I can choose an ability check, and they have disadvantage on that one ability check the entire time it's up. So if I pick like strength, you'd have disadvantage on all strength checks.
So, do you pick something?
I'll pick strength.
I'm gonna try and disarm him by biting his hand
Biting his hand. Okay.
or biting his arm and shaking like the dogs do, you know?
Hey. Yep.
Yeah.
You got that dog in you.
Got that dog in him.
So I just use my normal attack roll. Sorry, I forget how this works.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
It's normal attack roll.
normal attack roll. I have a +4 to hit as a wolf.
Okay.
So I roll with my quarterstaff, or just roll a d20 +4.
do d20 +4.
I'll just do this +4. Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
that's
that'll hit.
private.
That'll hit.
Okay. And like I said, I'm trying to shake it out of his hand, so I'll roll damage. It's 2d4 +2.
Okay. Throw in a strength check for me.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
My strength is so
I guess I'm
strong. God damn it.
Nice.
Damn.
Strong. Can I roll inspiration on that? I'm never gonna use it. Can I? You can say no.
Well, sorry, you can. You absolutely can.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, here, let me help you out because wait.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah, you can have your inspiration back. I was gonna tell you what his number was. Yeah, I'm not supposed to tell you like the results, but I'll at least tell you the number. So he rolled a 22. So
Mhm.
you can just go ahead and have that back because I don't think you'd be rolling that otherwise.
Wait, but he has disadvantage on strength.
Who does?
Eliander because of Hex.
Hex gives him disadvantage on strength?
Yeah, that's what Simo just said.
Oh shit, I didn't.
You
sorry.
choose an ability to give him disadvantage on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never said it, but then I casually just said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then you know what? Disregard what I said. You win the strength contest.
Yeah!
He went from a 22 to an 11, so you.
Let's go.
So you
One
fucking
for the good
rip
guys.
you rip the thing out of his hands, and he goes to swing at you, realizes it's not there, and he instead just winds up to fucking punch you.
Wow.
He also took 9 damage.
Yeah, he did.
But his fist turns big like Sandman's when he punches you.
7 to hit on the punch.
7 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does not hit, I imagine. Okay, and 9 damage, you said? Okay, so you fucking shred him up, actually, and he's actually starting to look a little bit torn up at this point.
So
Just a little?
just now, eh? Just a little bit? Just now?
He's actually dripping pretty rough right now.
Also,
A lot of water coming out.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna turn into my starry form.
Didn't you just turn into a wolf?
Yeah, it's an action though. This is a bonus action.
Wait. How did you turn into a wolf and attack?
That's a great question, actually. These are great questions that I'm realizing I know the answer to them. Bro,
Yeah, roll back the damage.
bonus action attack, Frank.
You just said it was an action.
Wait, hold on. No,
No.
hold on. This says wild shape is a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, okay.
For certain druids, I think.
It's one action for me is what I'm rating.
Oh,
What type are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I know
I
this.
think
Because
Circle
Circle of the Moon is the best one for wild shape.
So it's an action.
So it's an action.
Okay. So no attack.
Hey Frank, what just happened? I don't know. But since I didn't attack,
You still have
I'm
your
now gonna use
inspiration?
my bonus action. Wait, for what?
Wait, so hold on. Listen,
Lemon,
let's just
please
say-
read your
Let's
character.
just chalk this up.
Bro,
You're
I did
learning.
read my character.
You're learning. You didn't turn into a wolf. Let's turn you into your starry form as a bonus action and go from there. You still have your action. Or is starry form not a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay. Your starry form, you're not a wolf. You still have an action.
He
No, I
has a
still-
sword.
I'm still
still-
going to turn into a wolf and turn into my starry form.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're a star wolf?
I'm a star wolf right now.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
so
what I
you're,
needed.
you're just ultra
Yeah.
formatted. Okay.
I'm
cool.
ultra formatted.
And he's gonna
So
get
you
one
just-
tapped by the
I'm really
sword.
compressed right now.
Okay.
And okay. I know the spell. Okay, guys.
Wait. If you're telling me you bonus actioned and actioned to turn into a wolf and story form, and now you're gonna do something else?
yes.
Yes.
Somehow.
The starry form allows him to attack if he
Oh.
does the right starry form. Or the
Yes.
Oh
attack
my
roll.
god, this is so confusing. Okay.
So
carry on.
sorry.
Carry on.
So
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry.
So he
We'll figure it out next time.
I
But
think the starry form just turns you into one of three things. I don't know if you can be an
Yeah.
animal and the
no,
starry
it turned.
No, it's,
Yeah. The starry form turns me into an archer because you have to pick one and then stick
So
with it.
you're a wolf or an archer? What's like? I don't.
Well,
I don't
he's on his
understand
hind
what
leg.
the fuck.
So
He's
okay, listen,
sitting
listen,
pretty,
listen. The
and he has a
constellation.
special bow.
I turn into starry form, and the constellation is that of an archer, but I'm still a wolf.
Bro, what?
What the fuck are you talking
What?
about?
No, hold on. Lemon, I'm
Let's-
going to help you out with this. This says, as the archer, you can make a ranged spell attack.
Yeah,
you
I know.
can't make spell attacks
As a wolf.
as a wolf.
So
Bro,
he
what
starry,
is
act-
this
he
class?
starry forms first, then actions wolf action after.
What is this class?
You picked
it's
it.
intended to be one or the. I think Meg is right. It's intended to be. It
Yeah.
says as a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild
Yes,
shape
yes,
creature to
yes,
take on a
yes,
star
yes,
form,
yes, yes. Gotcha,
rather
gotcha,
than
gotcha,
transforming
gotcha.
into a beast.
This is. All right.
I'll look it up. Is there a fucking starry bear or a starry fucking octopus walking around? I'll look into it. But for right
Don't
now, I
patronize
don't
him,
think
Frank.
that's the case.
Don't patronize him.
All right.
Okay, so what has happened?
Guess what's
He's-
gonna happen right now?
He's a starry
okay?
form. He's a
We're starry
You
form.
still have
Starry
your
form archer.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, the music stopped. So he died.
What a fucking.
Bro, I have to roll to hit.
You're doing the archer attack?
Yes.
All right.
We're figuring it out.
You're using your action to make a.
It's part of the bonus action.
It's part of the bonus action.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to hit.
Doesn't hit. Doesn't
I
hit.
think you should take away his inspiration.
You
I already did. I already took it away.
No. You still have it. You still
No, I don't. No.
You still have it. You do. You
I
try.
know. I do have it. I have it. I have it. I
Yeah.
have it. Someone else go.
No. For the love of God,
We gotta get through this.
you still don't. You still have an action.
Bro.
I believe in
I'm gonna hit myself with my quarterstaff.
And you can use your inspiration to re-roll that if you want.
I have another question.
Yes,
Hmm.
I am.
If
here
I
for
used
you.
a spell ranged attack, can I use a spell on my action?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna guiding bolt.
Okay. What did you get? A 14? Okay, it hits.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Holy shit.
No shot Lemon gets to kill it after all of that.
So you all in this thing for like 4 minutes. You watch Feyorn. Fucking, he's a wall. He's a star. You see him envisioning himself biting Eliander's hand, taking his sword. He wriggles his teeth. He flexes his muscles. He turns back into a starry wolf, and then he turns into a starry archer. Shoots an arrow that whiffs past him, and then he says, "Fuck it," and blasts him into fucking oblivion with his guiding bolt. Eliander goes down, and the orb of water dissipates. We got there, folks. We fucking.
Holy shit. Holy fuck. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Okay, we're there.
Ugh.
He drops. You can take us out of the combat music. I need something more peaceful. You're in a grove. Let's enjoy it.
Incredible.
I fucking. That took us a while. Get off of that right now, Lemon.
Oh my god.
So is Eliander Dick dead?
He sure is.
And so is Akon, or
Akis is
Akis.
breathing very heavily.
Okay.
but he's
I
not
heal
down.
Akis.
Healing Akis, okay.
I roll one a d6.
I was just casually rolling his death throws as we were doing this.
Akis is back up.
Okay.
I will also cast healing, cure wounds on Eliander to pick him back up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we should,
Okay.
or at least stabilize them or something.
Oh, perfect! Just what I actually wanted, baby.
3.
Just barely.
And upon him like regaining consciousness, I wanted to spit a fat loogie right into his face.
I thought he's dead.
I healed him.
I healed him. Right? Or no?
Did he fail his death saves before we could even heal?
Well, folks,
We're gonna find out next week.
I'm just kidding. No, so
fucking
he, despite the blast being fucking cosmic and from hell, he actually does come back too. So your healing spell comes in quick enough. So he drops to the ground, but he does come back in.
Yeah. So I want to spit in his face.
Okay.
Grab him like by like his shirt. That's for fucking calling me a rat. And I'll like let him go so he drops. And I'll just, as I step over him, I want to step on his face. And I want to walk away from him. But I want to make sure I place I want to step on his face.
Okay. While he's laying there, he rolls an 18 to hit. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you so I'm sorry. He kind of lays there just like in fucking shock. And he just doesn't get up. He just like kind of stares off into the distance.
Milo will get himself up, brush himself off, first help up Akis, and then help up Eliander.
I'm gonna take Eliander's sword. Just away from him.
So like as I'm grabbing him up and Peaches is coming to grab his sword, I will look at Eliander's face as he's still He's not doing the dancing, rocking, rhythmic thing.
No, he's just fucking blank, just like stunned.
He actually is a sleeper agent.
So I'll lift him up. I'll pump 5 health into him with lay on hands to spruce him up a bit more. And I'll grab him tighter on, say, his arm, or like if I'm grabbing him underneath his armpit to lift him up. You've got some explaining to do. Explain before Grix really explodes.
It was this. This song. And he starts just like humming it.
Do we recognize it?
It's like Cass.
Didn't we hear other people humming?
One of you recognizes it. Who wants to guess who recognizes this?
Oh, why?
Just fun. Think Wyatt recognizes it? Only one of you recognizes this tune. It's a bit of a distant memory. Then it just slaps you in the face. One of you heard this recently and have heard it several times before. This little tune. Grix. This is a tune that rolls around Gellen's mansion pretty frequently when he has his little gatherings.
Oh boy. Am I the bad guy? I actually have a quick question. Would anybody have seen me throw the potion of rock breaking?
Yeah, Peaches did.
He was inside the thing, wasn't he?
No.
Oh no!
I was on the
that's right.
very outskirts.
I was above the dome.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Firebolt using my subtle spell and use my last sorcery point.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it on myself to give myself a burn on my arm.
Okay. All right. You're going to use subtle spell? You don't have to use subtle spell. You don't want anyone else
I'm trying to make sure nobody sees me do it.
Okay, fair enough.
So do I have to roll stealth to do that first?
No.
Okay.
You're using a sorcery point.
Okay, dope. I'll roll the damage.
Okay.
Fucking perfect. Let's go, baby. Perfect.
We don't see just like a flash of fire all of a sudden.
I plan on doing it like on my arm, like so that way it doesn't like there isn't any light. It just boom. I'm burned.
And maybe you hear a little like out of Grix.
Yeah, and that's so I recognize the tune. Okay.
You do.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep that to myself.
You will keep that to yourself. Excellent. I think that's a great spot to call it.
Wow.
Oh.